Guys, so I needed a Christmas gift card holder to hang on a Christmas tree for an event, and I realized that I didn't have anything on my blog that I could use, so I obviously had to change that. And today I'm sharing this hot cocoa gift card holder that's going to be perfect for Christmas. There are some options with this one, so you can get super fancy with the shaker version, or if you don't have time for that, there's also a template for a basic hot cocoa gift card holder as well. And there's also an envelope template because these are not going to fit in regular size envelopes. So let's go ahead and get started. In the video description, you're going to find a link where you can grab these free Christmas gift card holder SVG files, along with links to the supplies that I'm using in case you want to check any of those out. So once you have those uploaded, you're going to notice that there are 3 templates. So we have our envelope template, our regular gift card holder template, and then the shaker version. So both the shaker and the regular are pretty similar. This one just has less pieces. So I'm just going to upload one of these to show you guys. So let's go ahead and click on this to add to our canvas. I'm also going to add this envelope to the canvas so I can show you this one. So there's really not a lot of changes that you need to make. There's just a few things that I want to show you. So let's just drag this down. We're going to work with the gift card holder first. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these layers. Okay, so there's no modifications needed, but if you want to make it an ornament like I did, I want to show you how to do that, and you're going to be able to do this with the regular version as well. But I also wanted to point out that when you're cutting your supplies, that this piece right here is your clear plastic, and this piece right here is your foam. So to make sure you use those right materials when cutting those out. Okay, so to make this an ornament, first I'm going to add a shape, and I'm going to use this circle for this. And I'm just going to resize this. If you notice my proportions are locked, go ahead and lock yours if they aren't. And I'm just going to resize this to 1/4 of an inch. And that's going to be a really good size there. All right, so next I'm going to grab this top layer of my hot cocoa mug and drag it on top of the bottom layer. And I'm just going to right click on that so I can bring that to the front so I can see it. And we're just going to line those up. And I'm going to take this circle and I'm going to make sure that this circle is below that lip and just somewhere within this open area. So wherever you think is a good place for that, as long as it is within this open area, and you also want a little bit of space between here, then go ahead and leave that there. We're just going to drag this away so we don't accidentally select that. And then you can select both that circle and your mug together. And to select more than one layer together, you just hold down Shift while you select them. And we're going to go right here to combine and then subtract. And that's just going to give you that hole where you can put your string to make an ornament. Okay, so these are ready to cut. Unless you're making that modification that I just made there wasn't any changes that you needed to make to this file or to that regular template. But for the envelopes, let me just scroll down. We also need to ungroup our envelope pieces, just like we did with the other ones. This piece is fine to go, but if you see this square right here, go ahead and click on that. These are going to be your score lines. If you don't have a scoring tool, you can fold those yourself, so just delete those lines instead. And after you change those to score, go ahead and click right here so that you can attach those. So I'm just going to click attach. And so everything is ready to go. We can go ahead and click on make it and cut all of our pieces out. So for cutting the craft foam, I am using a deep point blade in the craft foam setting, and I did add more pressure with that setting. And you also want to slide those gray circle pieces all the way to the right, that way they don't indent your foam as it cuts. And a deep point blade is going to be the best tool for this, but I have cut foam with my standard 5-point blade before, and it did work, but it wasn't great. So it is an option, but you're just going to have to peel the pieces to get it removed, so you won't get the cleanest lines that way. And for the plastic, I'm also using the deep point blade, and I'm using the plastic transparency setting, and again, I added more pressure. And the deep point blade is going to give you the best results, but I've made it work with a regular blade before, if that's your only option. And again, it's just not going to be the best option, but it will work. So once you have everything cut out, start by gluing the craft foam to that top layer of your hot cocoa mug. Or if you have adhesive foam like I do, then you can just stick it on top really well. And you're skipping this step and the next step if you're making the version that doesn't have the shaker part. But go ahead and put this aside to dry and then glue the plastic piece to the hot cocoa mug outline. And this mug is symmetrical besides that handle, so it really doesn't matter which side when you're gluing the foam and plastic pieces down. And then go ahead and put this piece aside to dry also. And then to assemble the hot cocoa and whipped cream layer, you're going to start with gluing that white layer on top of the brown layer. And then you're going to add on that red piece, your gingerbread man, the green layer, and then that final white whipped cream layer. And then you're going to attach this piece to that piece that holds the gift card. And when you do this, you are lining those ovals up to attach them, but you're only gluing that very top part down. Because you want that whipped cream part to lift up to get that gift card holder in. So just make sure that you just add glue to the very top to attach those together, and then you can set those aside to dry. So now we're going to attach the front part of our hot cocoa mug to the back. And when you do this, you only want to glue around the edges and the mug handle. You do not want any glue anywhere else because you need this to have that opening so that the gift card can just slide right in. So make sure you leave that bottom part of the mug unglued, so only around the edges. And then you're going to add your glitter or your sequins or these little candy pieces to the middle of your hot cocoa mug. Or if you're making the other version, you're going to glue on your snowflake to the front. But you can also customize this with any design, so you can maybe personalize it by adding a name instead or any other character that you want. So just get as creative as you want when making these gift card holders. And then you're going to glue that plastic piece on top to keep all of those sequins in. And make sure when you glue this that the outline part is on top because obviously it looks better this way. And then you're going to need to wait for this to fully dry before you start shaking it because otherwise your glitter or sequins might get stuck if any of that glue seeped in. And I kind of had a lot of glue seep in. I guess I used a little too much glue, but it's going to dry clear so no one's going to see it. I just need to be patient before I shake it. And then to add the gift card, you're just sliding that into the cutout slots and you kind of got to lift up on that whipped cream to get it in and then it should just slide right in and then you're going to slide this right into that opening of your hot chocolate mug. And if you are making this an ornament, then use that hole to add the string to this. And you can also use a hole punch to add a hole at the end of this if you didn't make it in Cricut Design Space. So it's super easy to turn this into an ornament if you decide to last minute. And then for that envelope, go ahead and fold in on all three of those tab pieces where you see the score lines. And you really want a good fold on these. So I'm using my brayer to really help me with that because that's going to get a really good fold on those. And then just add glue to all three of these tab pieces and add that rectangle piece to the front. And when you add this, you want that circle cut out on top. And then just press down really, really well. And then when it's dry, you can add your gift card holder to it. So I hope that you guys enjoy these. And if you guys do enjoy making gift card holders, I've got some other fun styles on my blog as well. So I'm going to leave a link to those in the video description for you. And if you have any questions on how to make these, then make sure to leave those in the comments and I will answer them there. And when you're finished, make sure that you post them in my Facebook group and go ahead and join if you haven't already. There is a link in the video description where you can join. Or if you just post them on social media, tag me because I love seeing what you guys are crafting and what you guys are up to. But before you go, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This really helps to support my channel so that I can keep making these designs for you guys. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.